Yeah, I want to start it. Uh-oh. Can you all see me? I can't see you. Son of a bitch. Here I go again, messing things up. Watch on view page. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I want to start it. Can y'all hear me? Uh-oh. Can you all see me? I can't see you. Son of a bitch. Here I go again, messing things up. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, type of one if you can hear me. Oh, now look, you all coming in now. What's up, Sarah? Sarah here again. Sarah always here. VM is. Hey, VM, is that you? I just added on Snapchat yesterday. Okay, everyone can hear me. Okay, what's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, the one and only. Hopefully, I'm your favorite. And I wanted to do a Q&A right now. I didn't know if it would be a little too early. Half of you are probably at work. The other half of you in the U.S. and you're not even awake. Then the other half, well, I mean, the other third is probably drunk and hungover from Thursday night. So we're going to see how this goes. I don't know. Give me your questions because I got your answers. I got all the answers, girls. I got all that knowledge. So hit me up. Give me some answers. Give me some questions. Melissa Morgan, how do you tell the difference between being in love and being infatuated? I personally think love takes a lot more efforts, while infatuation is a lot more of a dream. Um, at the same time, I feel that since love is different, from person to person, like love to a woman might be the guy cleaning up and taking out the trash. To another person, it might be showing the amount, just being all over, just the stereotypical like I'm all over you, PDA, kissy kissy kind of stuff. Just depends on the person. I think 11 a.m. Thursday was lit. There you go, Lean. Can the no contact rule be applied for like 2 months? I mean, yeah, I don't like going really long with it personally. Some coaches out there say I'm not going to say any names, uh, but some say you should go for 21 days, 30 days. I think 21 days no contact is pretty long. I think about 2 weeks is the around 2 weeks is good. Um, and there's reasons why. If here's the thing, you have to. I don't think 21 days is bad. You can go 21 days. You can even go 30 days. But I'm making a book right now. I'm getting a guy back. And I'm going to talk about the difference between doing it at 7 days, 14, 21, and 30. And the difference between them all is like every one of them has pros and cons. The longer you wait, the more he has a chance to miss you. But at the same time, he might just get on with his life, move on, and not want to go back to you because after 30 days, he feels like I got too far. I'm not going to come back now. Whereas if you do it for 7 days, that might not be the case. But did you give him enough time to miss you? It has to be a healthy balance. And I'm making a guide right now to help you ladies make the right decision on how long you should actually wait. Lisa, why do so many guys play mind games? Uh, first off, I think about half the mind games aren't even mind games; it's just miscommunication. But when a guy does play mind games, it's for power to regain control. Again, I don't think he plays mind games. I just don't. I think a lot of times guys just don't give a shit as much as the woman. Especially if you meet the guy online, like he just, he's gonna do his own thing. He has other women to talk to. It's not that he's playing mind games. He's just not talking to you. He's just not as interested. I think, I think that's the thing. Can a can a man sleep with a girl for several months and not fall in love with her? Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see what else is here. I'm scared. I've decided not to talk to him for like 2 months. Why aren't you talking to him for 2 months? You need to talk to a guy, man. Oh, what's this one? Let's see. From Kara. This guy, there's a guy I've been friends with for 10 years, and we are interested. But both of us, oh shit, hold on. But both of us got out of a relationship in November, and we are working towards a relationship. He says he's committed, but doesn't want to jump so quick. Is he playing me? Probably. Well, yeah, yeah. I said. I mean, November, December, January, February, March, April. I mean, that's about 5, 6 months. I think that's long enough, man. For a little. I mean, he's not. It's not like he got married, right? I think he's playing it a little bit. Elliot, why are you so handsome? I don't know. Am I handsome? I'm all right. I'm all right. Please help me with my senior crush. She's graduating this year. Hey, oh, you're gonna hate me for saying this. You're gonna want to subscribe, but I mean, if it's high school, then hey, you might as well just let it go because the guy's going to college and it's gonna be a whole new story for him. And if he's graduating from college, if he doesn't feel the same way, I mean, then I'll still let it go because he's going to go out into the real world. It's a whole new adventure for him. Elliot, why do you look so dominant? I'm an alpha male. Look, that's alpha male trait right there. I got no muscles. You're a 10. Thank you, Ariel. How do you show a man your standards? VM, I have a guide on that, but if you want a quick summary, I always tell women this: never project your intentions or never project your standards on a guy without it being provoked. So what I mean is, if you and I, VM, go on a date and you're like, I'm not going to sleep with you on the first date, or if you're like, I'm not going to kiss you, or I'm looking for, like, you start like telling me all this kind of shit, even if it's not that. Let's say you're with the guy and you want to demonstrate your standards. Just don't say it out of nowhere because that lowers attraction. That's like that just puts the cart before the horse. That just halts it. It's like, why would you say that? Instead, what you need to do is nip it in the butt right when it happens. It's like just like nipping someone for bad behavior. When someone does something, that's where you need to it's right then and there once it's provoked, right? So once I go in for, let's say you don't want to kiss me on the first date. Once I go in for the first kiss, you need to put your hand on my lips and say something really funny, sweet, quick-witted, and sexy, but also let me down lightly. Say, as much as I want to kiss you, I know if I do, I won't be able to stop. Let's wait a little bit. Something like that. Something that lets me know you're still interested, but you're turning me down because you have standards. I always think it needs to be provoked, personally. Red Rose, what's your question? Hold on. Why you winding up there? Hold on, Red Rose. Let me look. Let me go back up and look. Why X added me on different NR. I don't know what NR is. After I blocked him from his NR, keeps asking me how I am. He just, I don't know. He likes the attention. He likes the attention. He loves the attention. That's just how guys are. Yeah, VM, you got to nip it in the butt. Yeah. Uh, how do you? Leela says, how do you increase sexual tension with someone you don't know well? He stares at me a lot. We talk casually and trying to move to the next level. Um, you're kind of contradicting yourself there. How are you gonna not? So you're saying you don't have sexual tension, you don't know each other well, but he stares at you a lot, and you're trying to move, and you guys are trying to move to the next level. I always think if you're just okay, if that's the case, then you got to think of it as like a first date. Like you got to treat it like a first date. Like don't get super sexual with it. The only things you need to do is touch, flirt, and close proximity. That's all you need to do. If you just look at a guy in the eyes, close proximity, and say some quick-witted, like sexual, like under innuendo, sexual things, you'll be fine. To create sexual tension, you don't got to be sexual. You got to lure to the fact of being sexual. So let me give you a great example. Now, I'm not saying every girl has the body to do this, but this is a great example of what I mean. A girl could wear a turtleneck, right? She could wear a turtleneck and cover her whole body, but when she has the curves and the stuff fits her properly, the guy's mind wanders. He's thinking, what's under that, right? You don't have to be super sexual with it. You just have to give the lure that something's there. That's all you have to do. So when you're flirting with the guy and you're looking him in the eyes and you're showing a lot of interest and you're flirting, you're giving the allure to him that, oh, okay, she's interested in me. She likes me. Where can this go? What can I get away with? What can I, that's what you want to do. That's what flirting is. Flirting is just showing interest, but in a very subtle way. Like, you're successful at flirting when the other person's mind is boggled, right? Like they're thinking, ooh, like they're thinking to themselves, like, oh, she's good. What can I get away with? Like what can I do? What's she like? That kind of stuff. That's how you flirt. What's the best response to an unwanted booty call text? If whatever. When I tell, when women ask me that, you can go down two roads. You can do what I actually say and call them out on and say you ain't about that shit. But women don't like saying that because a lot of women lowered their standards and they're afraid that if they say something like that, it's going to push the guy away. Which that's the biggest problem right there. Women need to have a backbone and say what they got to say in order to draw a line in the sand. But I think you need to say something. And the other thing is not saying anything at all. Sorry. The other thing is not saying anything at all and just letting them get away with it. And the reason guys do these kind of things is one, because they know they can, and two, because you let them. So again, nip it in the butt. Just say something smart ass back. That's what I would do. Like, I'm a guy, and I still do this. Like when you're talking to a girl and you say certain things, like you do it because you think you can, not in a disrespectful way, but that's just how people are in general. Like when you it could be anything at work, or you talk down upon someone, or you talk up to someone, like whatever it is, like you do it because of how that person kind of programmed and conditioned you to doing it. Like we all talk up to our bosses that we respect, or just talk up to people that we respect just because that's normal. That's like how we're programmed. We see that as acceptable. But we talk down to people we don't care for. Again, that's acceptable behavior. Not acceptable, but that's society accepts it that way. So he's always going to say that kind of shit and treat you like a booty call when you let him treat you like a booty call. So you need to call him out on it. You know what I'm saying? Farah. What's up, Farah? She's up in here again. Farah, I got signs he's losing interest. Girl, I got tons of videos about that. Tons, girl. All day, every day. Yeah. Hey, that's good, Robin. That's true. Just say nah. About the booty call, just say nah, I'm good. Hey, if you really want to fuck with the guy, you need to get on him about his sexual like how well he satisfies you sexually. If you really want to fuck with the guy, say nah, I had better, or nah, I recently, like, you gotta say something. I mean, I really asked the guy. Nah, you're not big enough. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. But that shit really fucks with the guy. I'm not trying to be that kind of person. Don't say that. Oh, so why does he ask you to text him every day? I don't know, because he likes you. Should you? Um, no, Paige. No, he shouldn't be texting you. Or it should be Hey, it should be mutual. It should be mutual. If a guy's interested in you, he'll text you. If you're interested in him, you'll text him. Just keep it minimal. See, you would never have. I'm making a texting guide too. I'm making 5 guides. Hold on. Remember these later. I'm making 5 guides. I have Manology, which is free. I'm making 6 guides. I have a getting your ex back, which I'm making. I have the value guide, which is out. I have a texting guide. I'm going to make a guy's intentions guide, and I'm going to make a where to find Mr. Right. And in that texting guide, I'm probably going to say something like this, with that question. Should you be texting him or should he be texting you? So on. That's not the that's not the main goal. Don't worry about the text. If you keep the texting minimum and you worry about seeing him in person and winning him over in person, you wouldn't have to worry about the texting. He would be texting you all the time because you want him over. If a guy's not texting you, it's not something you're doing then and there, right or wrong. It's something previous. Like you haven't won him over previously. If you want a guy to text you all the time, you have to win him over previously. As simple as that. Uh, Julia, I am still in contact with my ex. What should I do to try to get him to want to see me? Hey, you ask him, you ask to see him, and you win him over in person. Simple as that. Girls, you always win a guy over in person. You never win him over text unless you're being sexual and he's interested for 5 minutes and then he's done. What's I know you hate texting, but my relationship is based mostly on that. Why did he jump all in for 4 or 5 months and now it's dwindling? Because of texting. That's exactly why. Uh, do guys' intentions ever change after we programmed him? Yeah, they can. They can. I mean, I don't want to say programmed, but attraction is not a choice. If you, this is why I say get the guides. I'm not trying to sell you. This is why I say get the my guide on value. You have to understand what a guy values, what you have to do, and what it is that wins a guy over. Once you win, attraction is not a choice. If you do things correctly, you'll get the guy. I mean, as simple as that. Uh, what do you think about seeing someone who's a long distance relationship? Giant red flag. I'm pretty sure placeholder, right? Yeah, Candy. I'm sorry to say that, but it is. I'm not saying all long distance relationships are like that, but a lot of the times you have to think about it. For everyone in a long distance relationship right now, can they work? Absolutely. I had a good long distance relationship before. When I say long distance, I mean 3 hours. But here's the thing. Uh, you have to think of it like this. Depending on how you met you, especially if you met online, what makes you so great that he's willing to date you despite the long distance and not other women closer? Like I said in my last live stream, it's a lot of work, 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 and no play. Yeah, you might be sexual here and there, talk on the phone here and there, and have a fun time and see each other once every couple weeks, a month, whatever it is. But for all the work and effort that takes, all the texting and the keeping up with each other and the worrying if he's talking to her so and so, and I mean, it's just, is it worth it? And that's what guys think. You have to always look at benefits versus liabilities. Risk versus rewards. Ask, you have to look. What am I offering the best I can to this guy? And with distance, a lot of the times that's really hard to do. Yes, Shannon, you can ask a question. Everyone can ask a question here. Check your Facebook messages, please. I will. I will. I will. Hey, what's up, girl? I love this chat. Hey, Elise, am I pronouncing your name right? Elise, I answered your question the other day on my Ask Elliot. So, what's up, girl? I need to do another Ask Elliot. This is the best way to do it. I need to be taking pictures of all these damn I can get questions out the ass here. How do you tell a guy his first kiss was really bad? What you should have done is after you kiss him, you go, and spit. Like, dude, like, did you? And you just call him out right then and there. That's what you should have done. But at the same time, I had a friend. Now I don't agree with this, and of course, it's a girl. No offense, ladies, who said this, but she said, "If you really like the guy, there's no such thing as a wrong kiss." I'm like, oh, no, there's such thing as a wrong. If you really like the person, there's no such thing as a wrong kiss. All their kisses are perfect. No, she's a shitty kisser. She's a shitty kisser. What do you mean? He's in a long. No, Elliot, he's in a long distance, and I am not. But we can see each other sometimes. I don't know what you mean, hon. Elizabeth. Okay, what's up, girl? What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Amy? How do I tell the difference between a guy that's shy and a guy that's not interested? I think I just made. I have an. If you go to my ElliotScott coaching.com, I just made an article on that. I'm about to make another one that's more in depth. So if you just wait, I can send you that. It's time over effort, really. I feel like I can't even go into it so in depth. I'm sorry, hon. It's really in depth. I have an article on my site if you need it. How can I win my crush over in person if we don't see each other? Well, that's a problem. You can't. I'm waiting for your reply on Facebook message. Hey, you gotta get a session with me. I ain't gonna, or an email session or something. I ain't just gonna answer all your questions, hon. That's what I'm doing right here. Do I give him lessons? Lessons of what? What kind of lessons you talking about, Blessing? If attraction isn't a choice, then how can it go down? It's not going down because he. Listen, it's not. He's not going. It's not. His attraction's not going down because he wakes up. It's not. He's not making the choice for it to go down. you're just doing something wrong, right? Or there's someone else who shows stronger attraction where he's just losing it. It's not like he wakes up one day and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna fall in love with Susie, or you know what, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna wake up. It's not like he can plan like a reminder on April 9th. I'm gonna like Susie 10% less, and I'm going to start playing games with her. That's not how it works. He doesn't make the choice of it. If a guy's losing attraction and it's going down, it's not because he's choosing to do it. It's because you're either doing things that don't provide value or you're doing things that take away value. So you can never stay stagnant. I'm telling you, if you're either moving up or you're moving down. You can never coast. When you're coasting, you're losing attraction. Rolla, stop whining. Hold on. Rolla, I got you right here. How does a guy feel when he takes your virginity? Does he feel like a hot shot or like an old hookup or like any old hookup? Feels like a hot shot. Oh, he feels like a hot shot. Hot shot. How about when the only response you give them, you give up on what? How about when they only respond when you give up on them? That means okay, it's based on convenience. Then they're not interested. Thank you, Robin. Patience, ladies. Patience. We need some patience up in this bitch. Uh, can you answer my question, please? Linda, I got you. Does it mean anything if your ex keeps your pictures on social media? Yes and no. Like I wouldn't think much of it personally. I have exes of my, or my exes on social media. I just don't take them down because I don't even think of it. I just don't care. Like I just moved on. Like it's next. I just don't think about it. Lisa, why would a guy flirt, send nude pictures, and make an effort to talk to me daily if he only wants to be friends? Because he likes the attention. He likes to. Hey, I mean, if he doesn't, you pretty much answer your own question right there. He's doing it because he likes the attention. He likes the guys like to get off. Guys like the sexual, companionship. But he doesn't want a relationship. So it's basically friends with benefits. I mean, it's not, but it is. Remy Martin. Hey, I personally like that. I'm not even gonna say that in chat, I personally like that. People think that's fucked up shit, but it is what it is. TK, you are you're my hero. You're my Superman. Thank you. I'm a Batman fan, but I'll take it. Thank you. That means a lot to me. How'd you still be looked as? How to still be looked as scarce when you're in a relationship? You you have your own life, but do things with them. I'm telling you, people like especially girls. I know girls do this a lot. They like to drop everything, and like right when a guy texts, they're waiting for his text, or right when a guy, if she has plans with her friends, she drops them, and it's not even think of scarce as taking things for granted. If you're always giving yourself up, or you're always giving yourself out, and you're always doing everything he says, and you're always this that, he's going to take it for granted. He's going to get bored of it. I mean, and that's sad, but that's how relationships really are. Guys are emotional whores. Yeah, they are. Sarah, I think you're overthinking it. I don't think the Instagram pictures have anything to do with anything. How do I get my boyfriend back? We had a petty argument, and I said hurtful things to him, and he says he still cares, but I hurt him. Just give it time, then. Let me give you a great example. I said this in my last stream. There was a girl I dated, crazy about her. I broke up with her over some petty shit. It was, it pissed whatever. It wasn't a month or it was about a month until I came back. I was like, damn, I really miss this girl. Like I really, really miss her. I was just wanting to get her back. It just takes time. Hey, feeling if it's as petty as you say it is, then the feelings will overcur it, and you'll get her back. Thanks for letting my boss know. Okay, what's this one say? Hold on. My friends with benefits is being weird, more affectionate. Why I like things the way they are. just let it happen, girl. Then tell him, I guess. But I mean, you say that. Listen, you say that now, V Moon. You say that now, but then he's gonna pull away later, and you're gonna wish he was like that still. So just let it happen. Let him do it his course. You don't like a guy telling you you're clingy. You don't like a guy telling you to stop and slow down. All this kind of shit. So let a guy do his thing, I guess. Let me see what else. Girl, you gotta type faster than that, man. Come on now. Elliot, I got you right here, girl. Hold on. My boyfriend is an older man, and I can tell he is very attracted to me physically, but I am afraid that's all he sees in me. How can I tell if he thinks I'm wife material? Well, if you probably think that, then he's probably very sexual with you. So again, it's all about the effort. Like, what are your conversations about? Does he ever compliment you on anything other than your looks? Like, there's nothing wrong with a guy being very physical with a woman. I mean, unless she says no. But men are just visual, sexual, and physical by nature. I'm very that way. Yeah, I can sit down and have a deep. It's all about balance. Like, if he's very sexual with you all the time, that's one thing. That's not good, right? But if he can sit down and have those deep intellectual conversations, and you guys can do things and more than just hooking up, just those I mean, it's a pretty obvious and like straightforward question, but I understand where you're coming from. It's just, is he doing more than just the sexual stuff? If not, then you have a problem. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You better tell him what's up. Carolina, because that guy has no self-respect. He's a piece of shit. That's why. Oh, hi, Elliot. What's up, Sabrina? What's up, girl? She always popping in somewhere. What do you mean, Shannon? I just answered your question. What are you talking about? Shannon, I just answered your question. Come on, girl. It's been a year with him and still no progress. I'm trying to pull away, but still coming back. Okay, well, hey, if let me tell you something. The reason it's hard for someone to get over an ex is because they're scarce, right? Like, you have the lack of options and you're very insecure. Like, a lot of people see that person as their happiness or to fill a void, or I like my ex because there's no one else like you have one-itis. You feel that you won't get anybody else. There's no one else as good as him, or you feel like you're not good enough to get anybody else, or are you holding on to hope or something like that from your side? If he keeps on coming back, I don't know who you're talking about. If you're going back to him or he's coming back to you, that's why girls keep going back to guys. If a guy keeps on coming back to you and you want to get over it, you need to tell him to cut that shit out. I would. I personally tell him to cut that shit out. Yvonne, I can't answer everyone's questions. You know how fast this thing's going up. Come on, girl. Why is everyone hating on me right now, man? These things go fast as hell. Damn, these things are fast as hell. How you all gonna hate on me like that? Elliot, what about polyamory? I mean, if you're into it, then go ahead. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I still love my ex, but I'm not sure how to show him that there are no red flags. Sorry, I didn't know how to word that right. Listen, you, I mean, if you've done a lot of red flags, and sometimes it's impossible to fix. But at the same time, I always say the best way to fix it is through example or through experience. So if he comes back to you, you need to show it. I mean, you're probably saying he's not coming back to you. Well, if that's the case, then I mean, okay, well then, I mean, I don't know to tell you that's the case. Like, you can't. I mean, you can't say, hey, come back. I want to prove to you there's no red flags. See, the problem a lot of women have is they come to me or they freak out after the situation happened. Prevention's the best cure. You need to keep this stuff from happening from the get go. Okay. I mean, I mean, it is what it is. Elliot, when is the next chat? VM, I don't know. I'm gonna be doing them every Friday for sure. But if you guys, hey, type a one if you guys want me to do them more often. If you want me to do them often, how often do you want me to do them? Hey, I got a Diet Coke. Don't judge me. How big that thing is too. Oh, he came back? Then just don't show any red flags. If a man is attracted to a woman, would her age factor in negatively? Guys prefer younger women on average. Well, I need more ones. I need more ones if you want me to be doing these daily. Sabrina, everyone put all those ones like Sabrina. Come on now. Come on, ladies. Come on, my lady. Come on, my lady. No, guys do not mean what they say when they're drunk. They're just drunk and they're horny. That's all it is. Where did I gain this expertise? Oh, I'll tell you, all right. I gained this expertise through a lot of bullshit, trial and error, being a guy, and nonstop studying, books, personal experience, client after client after client. Let me tell you, let me give you the different. Not that you guys care or not how I probably got this experience, but there's different levels of it. Okay, the first level is the level that probably a lot of you guys are on, and I don't mean that in an offensive way because I've been there, done that, right? But it's just personal experience, and you think you know, but you're seeing it from a very small lens. Like you're seeing it from your perspective, and you think you know what's right, what's wrong, but it's one of those things like you don't know what you don't know. So I first seen it, or I first gained some basic experience from normal everyday things. Not everyday, but just attraction, relationship, heartbreak, going through ups and downs with women, things like that. Then after that, I started to read and study books. I read books on evolution. I read books on psychology. I read books on male behavior, women behavior, social dynamics, sociology. Uh, I'm telling you, all types of human behavior, all types of books. I mean, hundreds of books, just time and time and time and time again. Okay, that helped out a lot. But where I would say I excelled is where I helped thousands of women time and time and time again, right? Uh, with their problems. I mean, it's just like you're getting infield experience as a doctor or as any other field. You're getting infield experience. Talk to these girls over and over and over again, seeing the patterns. That's the most important thing. The patterns, time and time and time again, with guys, and like a woman says, well, a guy does X, Y, Z, and then A, B, C is the effect, right? Well, I see that time and time again. You start to see patterns, and I see them. They're so threaded. It's like a brain. You have all these like neural, you see them all the time. And I see so many patterns now. It's not even funny. It's just second nature to me now. I'm a boss. You should have a PhD in this, Elliot. I wish they don't sell that. Natural high emotional intelligence. You're just blessed. I am blessed. Sarah, why does this guy, let me see, seem really interested? He texted me straight after we hung out and saying that he wants to hang out again. He texts me 5 days in a row about making plans and then disappears. Well, do you have plans? If you guys have plans, then that's okay. But if you don't, then that's called based on convenience. He's doing it based on his convenience. The guy I've been talking to online has been texting me for a month and a half, but hasn't asked me out. I asked him, okay, he's playing you. He's just playing it. He's one of those guys. Like a lot of guys just like to talk to girls online with no intentions of meeting them. I read a statistic somewhere that 30% of people online who are in your situation right now, or you're texting back and forth, and for a while, they have never met someone offline. They're just doing it just to do it. The attention. How can you make a guy regret fucking up and losing you? You can't. You just got to move on with your life and better yourself, and hopefully, again, lead by example and show him that hey, you lost a good thing. Let me give you a great example of this. When I went through my heartbreak back in '07, 10 years ago, right? This girl's way out of my league. She was fine as hell. She had a big old booty. She was beautiful, nice tan skin, really brown eyes, just a cute girl. Way out of my fucking league. And at the time, I was a fucking nobody. I had my short hair. If you girls don't know, my teeth are veneers. My front 4 or 5 teeth are veneers. Before that, they were just beat up looking because I just didn't take care of them, and I got in an accident where I chipped them. My teeth were, I had really bad acne, all these things, right? All these things, and I wanted to be with her. We messed around, we talked, all this. Anyway, things happened, and we ended up not working out. And I felt like a nobody. I mean, again, I was doing shitty in school. I was doing shitty in life. I mean, they're not, like, she was way out of my league. And it wasn't until I moved on from that and I started to better myself and I went to a 4-year university. I became very educated. I have a degree in English literature. I'm a certified personal trainer. I do this. I make a shitload of money. I Now I looked better back then than I do now. I bulked up. I was tan. I took care of myself. I just had, again, I had the money. I had my life together. I had friends. I just didn't care about her. I don't give a shit attitude. Um, Before I knew it, she was showing a lot of interest in me again. She was being very sexual. She was coming back, all those kind of things. And it is just what it is. I mean, you the way you make someone regret life is, again, people only want to date you if they feel like their life is better with you in it than without. If previously, if I was with her, I would probably slow her down. I was shit. But when I got my shit together and I started making that fucking money and I started getting educated and have degrees and got my you can always fix yourself, ladies. You can always improve. And when I started doing that, then my life looked like oh shit, like I want to be in the circle of this guy. This guy's legit. This guy's cool. This guy has shit together. This guy has money. This guy has a higher level of living. I mean, it is just what it is. But yeah, I am such a guy. I'm sorry, Rolla. That's true. But how old am I? 30. I mean, it is what it is. I was dating a guy for 2 months and now we are friends. We ended the dating with still so much potential. How can I get him to give us a fair chance? Uh, do everything I just said, Lauren. Show him that his life is better with you in it than without as a girlfriend. Don't give him girlfriend benefits unless he's your girlfriend. Okay? That means don't sit there waiting for his beck and call or texting him all the time. Now, you got to treat him like he's a third priority. Like you have two other guys in front of him, and then he's the third guy. That's just what you got to do. Would you get back with her? Pebbles, no, I wouldn't. There's only one girl. Nah, I mean, there are a couple girls I'd get back with. That's just because there's several girls I dated in my life that no, I wouldn't get back with that girl, sadly, because I feel like, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I'm not even gonna say it because she might watch this one day. But there's some girls out there I feel like, and I don't mean this when I'm talking about her, but there's some girls out there where I just don't want to go back for several reasons. But there's some girls maybe two girls that I would go back with in a heartbeat because we ended on a good note, and it was just distance or it was just unlikely circumstances. Like there's a girl I dated back in ninth grade who I was. This is like the one who got away, right? She were crazy about each other, but 9/11 happened, and now this was before. I mean, not anyway. 9/11 happened, and both our parents were in the military. She retired. Her parents retired. She moved off to Indiana or Ohio, and my dad went over to war, and I moved to Illinois to live with my family. While he was over there fighting. And here's the depressing thing. This is the one who got away, right? I realized I lived in Illinois for 10 years. Talk about depressing, right? I lived in Illinois for 10 years. She lived less than an hour away from me, and I didn't even know it. Now, of course, this is back in the day before they had Facebook and all these things. Everyone had a cell phone where you can just type and talk to each other and look someone up online. But she lived less than an hour away from me in Illinois for 10 years. Talk about regret, right? How old is too old to date for a girl aged 23? Like, when does it become fucked up? 30. I think 30, 30, 33, 10 years, I'd say. And it's never really fucked up. Sabrina, babe, if you really, really want to get them back, then you're doing it right. You have to cut them off 100%. The problem women make is they keep on going back and they keep on filling it out. They don't ever give him a chance to miss her, right? You never give him a chance to see what life is like without you. You got to cut him off 100%. Hey, Illinois is legit, man. How dare you? Hey, you're a therapist, Remy Martin? I like that. Hey, look, see y'all see that? Even a therapist is telling me I give sound and logical advice. So you know I know what I'm talking about, unless she's bullshitting me. What about her was different? Rolla, the that one girl. Oh, no, yeah. I mean, would I take her back because we ended on a good note? Well, I mean, that's not why I would take her back, but yeah, we ended on a good note, so why not? But what made her different? She was just amazing. There's no, I don't know how to put it. Beautiful, sweet, kind, loving. You can really, she had a really good way of showing that she loved you and cared about you without looking needy or clean. Like you know that feeling. Like you could just tell how someone cares about you just through simple acts. I mean, like if you're laying there with someone and they're holding you, you can just tell by the way they hold you, the pressure, the breathing. You know, just how satisfied and like they feel like they're in nirvana, right? This is how amazing they are, or how they feel with you. Than if you're just with someone else, and let's say you just got some random guy you just got done hooking up, and he's holding you because he has to. Like, you can just tell the difference. She was like that. She just had a really really good way of uh, just making you feel like you're special. He's very vindictive, and I can't get rid of him. You got. Did you actually tell him like, hey, get the fuck out of here? Like, I'm done with your shit, Doodle. I lived in Southern Illinois. Uh, the town, the small town was Gillespie, but I went to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, um, Alton, uh, all those Wood River, all those kind of areas, all the South, all the South. Rolla, nah, she ain't gonna come back to me. I'm over here in Boise now, and she's in Indiana with a boyfriend, two kids. Uh, she's yeah, she has a life. She's been with this guy for a long time now. She's very happy. They're doing their own thing. I'm happy for her. It's been years since I've seen her. It's been 12 years, 12, 13 years since I've seen her. How do you actually believe that you deserve better? You just do. Like, you always want, I'm not saying you always want better, but you always want to keep moving forward. You always want to keep moving up. The quality of your life is based off the quality of your relationships, and your relationships are based off the quality of your, or the height of your standards, right? So just think, you know, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, are you lowering your value and are you lowering your expectations just to get a guy? Or, like, are you putting up with shit with the guy, or are you where you want to be and this guy's meeting that level? That's how you got to think about it. Oh, damn, come on now. Who inspired you to do YouTube? Cool girl. The reason I did YouTube was I was doing this previously, but then I moved to Washington, and I was sitting in a car one time. That's why I do a lot of them in my car. I did waiting for my sister, and I just decided to throw it out one time, hook it up. I decided to throw it out one time, hook it up to something, and just give some advice. And oh my god, was it shitty? Like a lot of those videos, was it shitty? But I put it up, and I just kept doing it. And let me tell you something. Anyone out there wanting to do YouTube, the first, I'm telling you, it's all, YouTube is really momentum. Don't think that it favors big channels. It favors momentum. And what I mean by that is, I've been doing YouTube for about a year, a little over a year and a half, about a year and a half. In the first 8 months, it took me forever to get 1,000. It took me about a little over 8 months to get 1,000 subscribers. This second 8 months, I got 30,000 now, right? So the first month took me 1,000. Then the second half, I got the other 29,000. It's all about momentum. But I decided to do it because I threw it up one time and I got some responses, and good and bad. And I mean, it just is what it is. Damn, Sabrina, that guy sounds like a nut job. I threatened to get police in the picture. He tries everything to get my attention. That's because you're a hot piece of meat, probably, to him. He probably sees like, damn, girl, she's fine. I can't get this up. No, don't skip my question. Okay, where's your question at, man? What do you want to call, man? I don't see your question, girl. What are you talking about? He said, I can't make a relationship because we can't know each other better over the internet. But he said to me that he has a special place we met in university. Hey, there's your answer, hon. That's your answer. If a guy, listen, it's all about burning bridges. If a guy tells you he can't have a relationship because he doesn't know you because of the internet, you have to get rid of the internet and see him in person. If you can't do that, then there's no chance. He's burning a bridge, right? Like that's why when a guy tells you, I'm not looking for a relationship, or I'm not doing this, or I'm not doing that, or I don't want, he's literally burning that bridge and saying, I don't want anything with you. He knows what he's saying. He's not going back on his word. So, I mean, it is what it is. Oh man, you guys are killing this chat now, man. You guys are making this chat your bitch. What does hit me up sometime mean? It means hit him up sometime. Man, I'm sorry guys. You guys are all over the place. Hold on now. Sarah, what are you talking about? Hold on. Damn, man, you guys are all over the place now. I gotta find that question with this one. Hey, Sabrina, honestly, like that's beyond my control. Like how to get rid of that guy. Hey, my job's to attract guys. I have no idea how to get rid of them. My job is to attract guys. I have no idea how to get rid of a guy. That sounds like a personal problem, though. That sounds like that guy is crazy. That you need to get. Yeah, I mean, you might have to go to extremes with legal actions. I think that's crazy. Wow. Okay. Monica, you saying you've been here? Monica, you saying you've been here since 200 subs? No way. No way. Are you one of my originals? Is that what you're saying? Mona, I love your videos. I've been dating my boyfriend 3 months and haven't met any of his friends' family yet. I'm guessing that means he's with me just for sex. No, I wouldn't say he's with you just for sex. I mean, yes or no, I don't know, but I don't think a guy would want to be your boyfriend just to have sex. Well, you know what? Don't quote me on that. Guys would do anything, but I just think that's very far fetched for a guy to. And I know it's happened before. I see patterns. I have a lot of clients, but I just think that's far fetched for sex. And personally, to give you a little bit more faith, I'm personally like that too. Like I don't like a girl knowing my family and situation stuff for the first several months. I dated a girl for 6 months. She didn't know any of my friends or family. I just like that sometimes. Monica, you didn't even answer my question. Monica, were you really here since 200? I'm a very nonchalant person. How do I show a guy I'm interested without being sappy? Just don't be sappy. I know I'm not giving you great advice there, but I mean, just don't be sappy. Like I said, just hang out, have fun, flirt. You don't gotta like when you say like you don't have to express your feelings. You don't have to be mushy. Just show it through actions. Just show it through your actions. Don't say anything mushy. For the love of God, ladies, do not say anything mushy. If he doesn't text you daily or even after every day after you went out on a date and they said they wanted another date, are they wasting your time? Not at all. That doesn't mean he's wasting your time. He doesn't want to text every day. I don't want to text you every day either. Who's Cal Drago? I gotta look that up. Who in the hell is Cal Drago? But that guy better be a hunk. He's dead? Who's this guy you're talking about? Oh, I wish I looked like him, Aquaman. I wish I looked like him. Oh man, hey, that's the best compliment I ever got in my life. What's up, Elvarus Dream from France? How to make your meal feel special and loved. I have a value guide on that. I have a value guide on that. You just you find out what a guy likes. I I always say I have a video on it. I think it's like the one. I think it's like what they call the tombstone compliment. And you ask a guy the question. Of course, nonchalantly. Don't be a creep about it. But just in a random talk, just ask him a question on if he wanted to be remembered for one thing, or if he wanted one thing on his tombstone, what would it be? Or whatever he says, then compliment that thing. So if he says, "I just want to be remembered as a good person, an honest person," blah blah, then later on, just compliment him for being good and honest and caring. Hey, he's giving you the answer right there, straight up. What's wrong with you? What do you mean what's wrong with me? Pepe, I have a guy or I have a video on that somewhere, and I have a if you go to elliotscottcoaching.com, I have an article on guys being shy or just not showing interest. It's effort over time, and it's usually a guy who opens up. I mean, over time, a shy guy is going to open up to you and he's going to show his interest. So it's effort over time, man. If he doesn't ever open up, then I would say he's just not interested. Why does the guy say he has to let you go when he texts me? Then I met everyone special. What? Oh, what? And then he texts me, "Have I met anyone special and misses me?" I don't understand what you're saying. See, hey guys, look at that. Sabrina says she likes my value guide. See, I need to add more to it. I want to make my guide. I want to make all my guides so big, so thick that it has every answer you need to everything. That's why I'm making my 5 guides. I'm making one on meeting a guy, texting, his intentions, value, and my manology. Right? I'm making one on every single thing. I want to have it so packed that all your answers are answered. Because I don't watch TV, Rolla. I don't know. I don't watch TV. I'm too busy answering your damn questions. Acceptance. Do you believe in traditional roles in marriage? Yes, I do. Now, when I say that, don't get on me, you feminazis. Listen, does a woman have as much as power as a man? Yes, probably more, right? Because men are little bitches when it comes to that kind of stuff, right? When it comes to a woman with power. I'm telling you, a woman who knows how to use her seduction, her feminine energy, guys melt, right? But do I believe in traditional marriage roles? Well, do you mean like a woman stays at home and cleans and cooks and stuff like that? No, I don't agree with that. Like if she wants to go out and be an entrepreneur and start her own business, great. But I do believe in a masculine energy and a feminine energy, and I feel like they're both equally as powerful. And that threaded together, they're unstoppable if you're both in your actual energies and you're a team. Again, I believe they're both as powerful, 50-50. I feel like anyone can do as much as the other, and but I do believe a feminine energy is a feminine energy and a masculine energy is a masculine energy. But do I believe a girl should stay at home and cook and clean and stuff like that? No. If she wants to, she can. If she wants to be a mom, she can. She'd be. I mean, a mom's harder to be than any other job. So I mean, if that's what you want to do, then I mean, yeah. Can you give me advice on being more confident? I never had a boyfriend because I don't know shit I'm doing. Um, com- the confidence isn't your issue. Then I think you just don't. I just think I don't know. You just have lack of experience with men. You got to go online dating, right? If you want to get experience fast with men, go online dating. Start talking to guys. Start going on dates with them, and just learn through trial and error. That's what you got to do. Don't look for a relationship on there. Just learn through trial and error. And if it comes and when it comes to what you asked, confidence is just action in the moment. I don't feel adult yet. I'm 24 and don't feel feminine. Advice? Um, I can't really help you with that. You got to talk to feminine women about that, or read books on. Like, you have to understand what feminine energy is. I suggest you get a book on that, or you look it up online, or something. You talk to women who are very feminine, and then you go from there. And 24 is still very young, ladies, very very young. How long should I wait for a shy guy to open up? He is mad annoying. Depends on how much you talk and you hang out. I'd say if you hang out with him once a week, then it's about 6 weeks. Uh, I don't feel let me see. Why does the guy always want to hang out with me on Saturdays? He's consistent, but he doesn't want to date me. Is he bored, or is he trying to get comfortable with me? It could be either. Um, 3 dates is not a long time, hon. And there's nothing wrong with hanging out on Saturdays. Maybe that's the only time you can do it. Peyton, yes. Um, yes and no. Yes and no. Depends on what the guy's initial. Like, if you and I were talking, like actually talking, and I was interested in you, and you were sending nudes, and you were, interested in me, then I would keep on talking to you because I'm interested. But if that's actually if he's just looking for those kind of things, then I would say it lowers your value. But women's sexuality does not lower your value. If you're sending news and he doesn't want anything to do with you after it, it's not the news. It's prior. You didn't win him over prior. A guy never pulls away from the thing you previously do. That's just like the thing right before, right? Unless you get into huge fights. But even then, if you get in a huge fight, if you if you won him over previously and he had super strong feelings for you, he'll always come back, depending if the fight was super huge or something. Roll retracted that message fast. Uh, oh God, you guys move so damn fast. Hold on. Monica's right. As feminine, you have to be feminine in your own way. Find your own. There's certain characteristics with a feminine energy like nurture, care, love, support, communication, chemistry. Those kind of things. But but it's how you carry yourself. Like, every woman carries herself differently. You know, uh, what's her name? Rachel, not Rachel. I was gonna say Rachel Green, but Jennifer Aniston carries herself differently than Katy Perry. But I would say they both have a feminine energy. They're both sexy in their own way too. Oh man, they're both sexy. Let me see. Where can I meet a good guy? You can meet a good guy anywhere. He walks past you every day. The pro- the problem women have is they they don't want to confront it. Like, they don't want to go up to the guy and talk to the guy. You can meet a guy anytime during the day because he's in the mindset of just doing his thing with throughout the day. But women are like, no, I feel like I gotta meet guys online. I gotta meet guys at bars. I gotta meet guys at clubs. I gotta meet guys at night because that's when everyone goes out. But it's all about quality versus quantity. I'm telling you, a good guy passes you guys every single day, but you just don't see it because you don't see the opportunity because you're just walking by, so you don't think about it. You just think, oh, a guy walking past. You don't even see the guy. You might every time you look at a cute guy and you're like, that guy's cute. That's an opportunity, but you don't go and take it. Kimber, I didn't miss your question. Oh shit. Oh, Kimber, why are you gonna ask me if I miss your question? I don't miss any. Kimber, how long ago did you type? Damn. Kimber, I didn't miss your question. Maybe you didn't type one. Maybe you're hearing things. You're seeing things right now. Oh yeah, you did. Hi, I've been dating a guy for 3 months now. We speak all day, day. Meet a couple times a week. He's going backpacking. He's avoiding labels as he's going to be gone for a month. How do I forget it being more? No. Why would you forget it being more? Listen, what you're saying right now is basically he's showing interest. Well, he might be giving you a bullshit response. Oh, I don't want to, like, he's buying time. Like, I don't want to be anything with you because I'm going to be gone for a month, right? And then he's going to come back and say, yeah, that month I'm not really feeling it now. He's probably going to pull that bullshit because if you're talking for 3 months already and he didn't commit, then that's something. But at the same time, if he talks to you every day and you see a couple, or you see him a couple times a week, then I mean, to me, he's interested. I wouldn't talk to him that much personally, but he's interested. So I mean, just when he no, when he comes back, just go with that. Do you date Asians? Oh yeah, Asians are hot. Yeah, I love me some Asians, man. I love them. Hey, I don't care if you're black, white, green, orange. I care about. I don't want you green, orange, blue. I mean, if you're blue, you're probably dying. But I don't care what color you are. You fine, you fine. But I do like Asians. I actually like Asians a lot because my dad. It kind of grew on me because of my dad. My dad's military, and he went over to Korea for a couple years, and he had the Asian persuasion over there, right? Like he loved the Asians over there. I mean, he started liking Asian. I mean, I'm not gonna get into some, that shit, but I'm not gonna put my dad out on blast like that. But he really got into Asians, and I have a best friend who lived over in Japan for several years and went to college for several years, and he has this fascination with Asians, right? So I got the Asian persuasion now. I mean, I don't care if you're black, white, green, orange, purple. I mean, I do care about those colors, but like I don't care what color you are. If you fine, you fine. But I do like Asians. Asians are fine. How would a guy feel after being dumped? I wrote a Victoria. I wrote or I have a video on that, and I have a guide or what's it called, article on that on my site, ElliotScottCoaching.com. Guys go through it in different stages. Depends on if the guy's insecure, he's gonna be, oh no, stop, I want you back, I love you, I love you, no, stop, But if he's not, he's very prideful about it. He's gonna try to maybe get revenge. He's gonna try to fill a void, go out and try to get at women, fail miserably at it, and then come home and cry. That's pretty much how guys are. Mm. Hey, if sexuality doesn't ruin our value, then why do dudes freak out over a woman who dates a lot? Because there is. Let me tell you. Let me give you a story. I'm going to give you a great story here. When I was back in the day, because so she asked me if sexuality doesn't ruin our value, then why do guys freak out if a woman basically has a high number or dates a lot or something? Let's just say a average number, right? I don't know what that number is. You guys do whatever you want. But let me give you a great example of this. This is why guys think that. When I was back in the day, when I was inexperienced and had no experience at all, and I looked at a girl who dated or who hooked up with several guys at age whatever, I'd be like, oh, I was slut shaming. Just like now I'm not saying slut shaming is right because it's not. You can do whatever you want to buy. I don't care. Love is love. You know, and she, I'm like, oh God, slut, skank. I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want to talk to you. You've been around. And then I realized later on when I had a little more experience I was dating women, hooked up with women. I was like, you know what? I don't care about your number because I've been with people. So, and I'm not saying I've been around the block. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is, for a lot of guys, they shame a woman and they neglect a woman and they put down a woman because it's a pride thing, it's an ego thing. Like they don't want to be because men are very sexual and physical by nature. They don't want to be with a woman again, there's nothing wrong with a woman doing this, but it's his own personal insecurity. He doesn't like the fact that a woman's been with more people than he has been with, right? And so the way his defense mechanism is by shaming her. That's exactly what it is. I learned that through personal experience. What will say? How to say it? How often are you? How often are you doing the slide thing, or is it just like whenever you feel like it? I'm always gonna be doing them Fridays. Maybe not at the end. Let me look at my schedule real fast. 20. Okay, maybe not the 28th because I have family here. My mom's gonna interior design this place, so maybe not the 28th unless I do it early. I could sneak it in, but I'm gonna do them every Friday. And if I don't do it the 28th, I'll probably do it the 27th. So I'm going to do them every Friday, but if you guys want them more, I'll do them more. I like doing these. There's no problem doing them. I think they're fun. Oh, Sarah's song, Koreans are, oh, I love me a Korean girl. Hey, I love me a Korean girl. Koreans are the best. But yeah, I'll do them. Elliot is a slut. I am not a slut. I am a genuine man. But yeah, I'll do them every Friday for sure. So here's what I'm thinking about doing. Tell me if you like this setup. Monday, I'm going to do my original videos, like not in a car, maybe in a car, who knows, but my original like informational videos, like I've been doing for the last forever. Then Wednesdays, I'm going to do an Ask Elliot, where I answer more questions, and then a live stream like this, where I answer questions. Because I feel like all my information is going to be, I can only give you so much information, right? All my information is either going to be in a guide, or I already have a video on it. Or people come to me with, like my clients would come to me on a phone session, email session, some type of session, and I help you there. So I can only go so far, in terms of information. So then I'm just going to start, I feel like now I'm just going to start, it'd be better if I just answer your questions, and interact with you more, build more depth instead of width. I'm not worried about my subscriber count. I'm not worried about how many videos I put out. I'm worried about depth now. I'm building relationships with you guys. That's what means a lot to me. So I'm doing that. If that's all right with you. So Mondays will be a normal video. Wednesdays will be a Ask Elliot, and Fridays will be a Q&A live. But if you want me to do more Q&A lives, I will. It'll probably be every Friday in the morning between. I might do another one tonight because all my American friends are probably sleeping, right, or they're working right now. But I would probably do one every Friday between, I don't know, maybe 9 or 12 or something like that. Like one of those times to go for an hour or two. Who knows? We're already an hour in this one. But yeah. And Sarah, I'm all about those Koreans. Okay, let's okay, please answer me. Kayla, what'd you ask? Okay. He's talking to a guy for 3 months. Haven't slept with him. What? He texts and calls me daily. We go to the gym together and eat out. I found out he is still in contact with his ex. Why does he want to get to know me? Hey, you already know the answer to that. Oh, hold on. Well, first off, hold on. Are you talking or are you together? If you're not his girlfriend, he can talk to his ex if he wants to, right? Everyone has a little backup or insurance policy. Is that right? That's for you to answer. Secondly, no offense. Now, I'm not saying the girl has to put out, but if you're not hooking up, I'm not saying you have to. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're not hooking up, you're not his girlfriend, and you know, I'm not saying you're okay with him talking to his ex, but he's still talking to his ex. What do you think he thinks you guys are? I mean, there's a lot of people I talk to daily. I don't mean I'm anything with them. I don't think I'm anything with them. I just talk to them daily. So don't overthink that. Fiona, you ain't blocked. Where are you blocked from? What are you talking about? How you asking if you're blocked? Why am I blocking you? I didn't block you. I was like, how can I block you if I just read your message? Do you think phone calls are just as important as texting? If he's only texting, is that a red flag? Yeah, yes and no. Is it? She basically asked, are phone calls just as important as texting? And if he's only texting, is that a red flag? I'm not sure, and the reason I say that is because I prefer texting a lot of the time over calling, just because I don't like to be on the phone, and I know a lot of guys are like that. But at the same time, you wouldn't have to worry about that if you just seen him twice a week and went on a date, or once a week and went on a date and won him over on the date. Then he'd want to call you. Ladies, that's what it comes down to. Oh, so you guys are dating Kayla? Then yeah, that's not cool that he's talking to his ex. You need to call him out. Hey, that's where you draw that line. It's provoked. Draw that line and get out. Raise your standards. Tell him I ain't about that shit. Hold on. You all over the place, guys. Just don't mess around. Is it healthy, Sarah? Is it healthy for me to continue this even when I get feelings? I want you to make him feel good. This guy's a little younger than me. He's in a totally different place in his life. Still partying. No, get out of it. Get out of it. He's not gonna give you what you want, hon. Thank you, VM. I know I'm fun, girl. Uh, I'm talking about unicorns in here for. What are we talking about unicorns in here? I'm talking to someone for 3+ months, seeing each other every week, met his coworkers, but he never talked about shit. We never talked about where we stand. Do I bring it up? Yes. Yes, you bring that shit up. You bring that shit up hard too. No, I mean not hard, but you straight up tell him. 3 months is a long time. That's 12 months. A guy, wait, 4, 8, 12. A guy knows in 3 months if he wants to date you or not. He knows if he wants to date you. Straight up. Don't play with that bullshit, girl. Don't play with that bullshit. Well, if I waited 1.5 years for a date and finally got it, and we've been hooking up for over a year, does that sound like a person is serious? I would say he's serious. There's a reason. Look, listen. You didn't have to wait for 1.5 years. He just decided, like if it takes a guy 1.5 years, then I mean that's something. That guy, yeah, I don't think that guy's serious. Fiona, I don't block. Elliot, help me, please. He says he wants to go to the movies, and he said he will let me know, but I've not heard from him in a month. Well, there's your answer. There's your answer. Then you don't need my help for that, Sarah. I don't mean to laugh. That's rude, but you know what I mean. I know a guy that always shows interest in me, and sometimes he snaps, but he never takes it to the next level. That's based on convenience. I always say don't count social media as anything. Don't. That's a rule of thumb for dating coaches. Like, there's a dating coach I watch for men. His name is Corey Wayne. Uh, really good guy. I like him, and he's actually the reason I made my book for free. So if you want to go over and tell Corey Wayne thank you for making Manology free, then you can go ahead. He has no idea who I am, but I remember him saying the same thing. He said like if you're trying to, if you're trying to get your ex back, or you're pulling away, or they're pulling away and stuff, or they're pulling away. Let's say they liked your stuff on Instagram or Snap or Facebook. That does not count as an invitation of initiation. That does not say they're reaching out. That is not saying they're interested. Do not count it. Only when he calls or texts you, or he sends you a Facebook message, then you can say, yeah, hey, that I count that as, don't count social media as anything, ladies. Men aren't complicated, Linda. Men are very easy. Yes, women make men much more difficult than they are. If he's interested, you'll know. If he's not, if you're on this chat right now, half of you, the guy's probably not interested, because you're on this chat because you're trying to figure out if he's interested. I mean, and that's the reality. I mean, you'll know. You'll know. Sabrina's exactly right. Oh my God, girl, I gotta take a picture of that. Hold on, how do I do that? I take a picture of that. I believe she says. I believe women can get the most out of answers from guys by silencing their words and just listening to his actions. Oh, girl, that's some poetry. Oh my God, that's some poetry. Hey, that was so nice. I got to take a picture of that. Hold on. Come on, damn it. I am taking a picture of that. Hold on. Snippet. That was so nice. That's like word porn. New. I'm trying to take a picture of that. So, oh damn, girl, that's so nice. Bah! Got it right there. File. Save as. Sabrina Wisdom. Oh, Sabrina Wisdom. That's not even your real name, is it? There you go. That's pretty smart shit right there, though. I wish social media and texting weren't a thing in the dating world. My grandfather seduced my grandma by stealing her bike wheels. Hey, that's how it is, man. Hey, your grandpa's a slick guy. Your grandpa's a slick guy. Grandpa sounds like a genius. I like your grandpa. I can get some advice from him. That's hilarious. That's too funny. I missed the era where social media was in its infancy. Yeah, social media. I mean, I like social media, but at the same time, it kills too. Just like all technology, there's pros and cons to it. Like let me give you an example. We can argue this all day, and I mean I'm for both sides, right? But people say, well, technology gets you more into, or gets you more in, like you can face to face and interaction with people, right? Like I won't be talking to people from my past if I didn't have social media. I want to add them on Facebook. That's true. Can you talk more, interact with people more, with Skype and like this kind of stuff, like we're doing right now? Yeah, but at the same time, look at all the families who are always on their phones and they're not texting. Look at all the families who don't sit around the dinner table anymore and have conversation. I mean, there's always a give and take. If you want more communication for social media, then you're going to have to take. I mean, it's all about eyes. You only have 24 hours in a day, and everyone's fighting for your attention. It has to come from somewhere. That's just where it is. So it's not so much social media or Facebook or technology is bad. It's just a different form of catching someone's attention and eyes. So I mean, it is what it is. Hey, Elvis, Elvis Dream. That was funny, man. Your grandpa knows. Your grandpa has some game. Grandpa has the best game in the game. That's funny as hell. He took some bike wheels. Shy guys like me and always send me places have like to eat together but never plans a date. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, huh? Come on, man. Hey, I need some questions, ladies. Who's speaking French up in this bitch? Hablo español? No French. Lo siento. Why do women attract the men they don't like? How do you get rid of them? I can tell you exactly why you attract the men you don't like. Because you lower a lot of women, without knowing it, lower their barrier of entry. And when they lower the barrier of entry, all guys swarm in because guys take advantage of it. They know, like, there's a reason you're lowering your barrier of entry. Maybe you don't have as many options. You're insecure. You just want to be in a relationship. You're coming off a certain way you don't realize. Either way, when you lower that, a lot of guys see it and they take advantage of it, and then they come and swarm in, and they do it because they're also low ego men, and they know that the chances of you turning them down is much less likely, so they don't take on any quote unquote risk on being turned down or being looking like a fool, or um, you know losing their insecurities or their security from you turning them down and things like that. That's why you attract those certain type of men. Just being honest, girl. Uh, Elliot, do you like alpha females? I do not like alpha female. Well, it depends what you mean alpha female. I don't think a woman's an alpha female if, like I said previously, if you want to go out and start a business and do your own thing, then great. I don't think that means you're an alpha female. That just means you're a woman who has some ambition, goals, and you're going after them. That's awesome. That's what I want in a woman. But you know, you mean alpha like she's gonna take up space and like nudge me over? No, I don't like that. I want to be the man. I want to I want to take lead. I want to support her. And when I say support, I don't mean like you stay at home with the kids. I mean in terms of like I want to satisfy and provide for you. Like, and again, when I say provide, I mean like take you on a date, make you smile, uh, make win you over, and those kind of things. Wow, VM. I remember when you invented the genie. What was the genie again? I remember what it was. We were talking about ghosting, but VM. What was the genie again? It was a term I made. Is that what you're talking about? Oh my god, why did I say it? Elliot, how does win-win work? Win-win works when both of you decide to give 51% in the relationship. A relationship is all about giving, not taking. But if you're both in the mindset of giving, you're going to be very, very successful. I have a great example of it in my value guide. Mm. How not? C and 1D. How not to come onto a guy so quickly? Just don't. Just don't fall for him. Oh yeah, ghosting. Poof, gone. That's a genie. You're right. Gone. That's basically what it is, man. You genied your ass. You genied your ass. Yes, Fiona, I believe in equality across the board. Women are just as good, just as capable as men nowadays. Um, I mean, if this was back in the days where a man had to fight off a beast, he's obviously going to do a better job of fighting off a beast. But a woman's just as capable as a man right now. But I do like feeling like a man. And again, women would argue. I'm telling you, the feminazis, and I don't mean that in a bad. I don't mean that in a bad term. Sorry if I offend anyone when I say that. But a lot of women will get on me about that and say, well, being a man's only, it is what it is because we're in a patriarchal society. I mean, I understand it. You can do whatever you want. You can grow, you can be whatever you want. If you want to grow a mustache and armpit hair, go ahead. I don't care. Go do that. That's your thing. I just want to, as the man with testosterone, I just want to help a woman. I just want to satisfy her. I want to provide for her. I want to take her out and make her happy, make her smile, make her feel like there's a good guy out. That's just what I want to do. This is what I want to do. No, hun. Linda, when I say when she asked, should each person give 100%? Yes, each person should give 100%. But what I mean is, if there's two of you there, ratio wise, it's 50-50. You know, but I always say 51 because you always want to give more than you take. So that's why I say 51. So if you're both in the mindset of giving 51% instead of it being 51-49, then you're going to succeed. So should you both give 100% effort? Yeah. But I'm talking about 100% divided by two people. So if you both act like you're giving 51%, you're going to succeed in a relationship. But the problem is women give about 70 and men get 30, and then I make the big bucks because you guys come to me, with your problems. Which I'm not saying. I mean, I'd rather you have happiness than me make the money. But I mean, it is what it is. A lot of girls come to me, with guys, uh, just losing interest, and it all comes down to value. They don't show the value, or they lose, or the guy's just a piece of shit guy, and leads them on and things like that. And they wonder what the problem is. And a lot of times, hon, it's not even you guys. It's the guy. He's just a piece of shit guy. You found him at the wrong place, or you lowered your standards and you let the guy in without knowing it, and you left your door unlocked. And then, he walked right in. That's what it is. You look so cool. What's up, girl? I'm great. No, I'm great. Elliot, should astrology compatibility matter? Um, I'm not familiar with any of that stuff. I'm a Pisces, so if anyone wants to tell me anything about being a Pisces, you can go ahead below. I want to know. I want to know how badass I am. I heard Pisces are pansies. Is that true? Like Pisces men? I heard they're little bitches, man. I heard they're little pansies. I heard they're soft. Oh, which, by the way, I think I'm supposed to get with Scorpios or Cancers, right? My that girl I talked. If you guys were watching this from the beginning, I was talking about a girl I was talking to back in like ninth grade, where our parents separated because our parents were military. Mine went over to the war, and hers retired. That girl, she was a Scorpio, and I think Pisces and Scorpios work together really well. So that's if you believe that stuff, then that's probably why we worked out so well. So we were texting. He was hot and cold. He always texts me first and then seemed interested, but then later he didn't text back and ignores my text. After 3 months, he comes back with a text. Should I ignore it? Yeah, that's just a guy based on convenience. Athena, you need more English classes in France. Oh, girl, you need some English classes. I love English. I have a degree in it. It's my life. Sabrina, you're a Scorpio. What's up, girl? Hey, I'm a Cancer. There's a lot of Cancers in here. Holy shit. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to get with Scorpios and Cancers. I think that's what it was, right? And can Pisces date Pisces? I'm not sure about that. Like, can you what if you date your own thing? What does that mean? Okay, well, someone just told me two Capricorns don't work, so I mean, that's that. But I heard you can date your own. Or I heard like a Pisces can date a Pisces. Is that true? I have no idea about this astrology stuff. My ex already has a girlfriend, and they've been together for 2 months. Should I move on? Yes. You should move on big time. You should move on and give me a Diet Coke. Actually, it's Diet Pepsi. Fuck Coke. Sorry, my mom's a big Coke addict. I mean Coca-Cola, not. She loves her Coke. Coca-Cola. Sarah, the reason is because you're Asian. Asian, you got the Asian persuasion. He's like, damn. He's like, damn, she's an Asian. I can't help it. She's so fine. That's why. You're Korean. I'm telling you, man. My dad went to Korea and he was a sucker for you ladies, man. You got something. I think it's because Korean girls are. I mean, again, I'm not trying to stereotype anyone, but they're so sweet. Like they're so nice. They're so giving. They're so. I mean, they're just really nice. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Pebbles. Who's not a good match? What are you talking about? Give him a Pepsi. Give me a Pepsi, woman. His friends are not like me at all, but he talks to me whenever he sees me. Could this? Yes, 100%, Gwen. Um, I've only dated maybe one girl who I was like her friends. Hey, that's why I say always, attraction is not a choice. Attraction. In my I'm gonna promote this again. In my value guide, I talk about the three things that determine what a guy's value. And I'll just give you a little bit of it. The one thing is what I call secondary goals. It's what he thinks he likes, but they could be override by the two other goals, which is, again, is in the guide. And these are things like, oh, I want a girl who's attractive, or I want a girl who's, in my same clique, or I want a girl who my friends and family approve of. But those can easily be overridden by the other two things I talk about. So, so the opposites attract. You might, maybe not, but it's probably the other two things. I mean, people think they attract, but it's the other two things actually that win the guy over. Like I say, attraction is not a choice, so it doesn't matter if you're like his friends or not. If you do things correctly, yeah, he's going to show you he's interested. Sabrina, that's very true. Scorpio girls are very sexual, yet they focus on their sexual energy. Yeah, that's very true. That's how that girl was. She was a she was a little freaking on but she was a good woman. She was a good woman. She was a really good woman. Why a guy smiles when he talks to you? Cause girl, you got something that he likes. You probably look good. He's probably happy when you're talking to him. I think so. Don't you think? I think so. He's all about that life. He's like, damn, she is fine. He's like, damn, I want this girl. Let me see what else you guys got up here. Give me a Pepsi, man. I still want my Pepsi, girls. So when a nice guy passes by next to me, what should I do not to miss the opportunity? I always say start. Hey, I mean, it depends on what you mean by walk by. Like if you're on the road and you're walking by each other, I mean, you can do a situational opener or you can tell them straight up. A situational opener is where you take the situation at hand and you ask a question over it. So if we're in a coffee line, I would tap you on the shoulder or something if I want to talk to you, and I'd say, hey, I would get the same thing, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, but I want to try something different. What do you get? What do you recommend? And then you start the conversation there, right? So you can do a situational opener. Another example is asking someone for the time, asking someone where X, Y, Z, or A, B, C is, like location, things like that. Now, if you want to be direct and just cut them off, which is gutsy, but I'm telling you, if you do it right, ladies, you will win that guy over big time. And again, during the day, when because you'll win him over because it catches him off guard. He's like, "Holy shit, what's going on here?" And then it is what it is. And you win them, and happily ever after, you get married, you have babies. Well, nowadays you have babies and you get married, whatever comes first. And or maybe you never get married, you just have babies. I don't know. And then yeah. Meeting people on the internet is not a for a relationship is not a good idea. I've met some I feel really attracted to. We live in different countries, but there is no future. No, I agree. I agree. It's hard. If you're meeting someone from a different country, that's hard, man. It's just hard. I always look up at them and smile like you should. Girls, you should always be smiling. There's nothing sexier than a woman's smile. But not only that, it's what the smile conveys. Here's the thing. Smile conveys confidence. Confidence conveys I'm confident for a reason. My life is together. My shit's together. I have a reason to be happy. That's what you got to think about. So whenever someone tells you, look in his eyes, smile, body language this, body language that, do what they're saying because the body language conveys this, right? Confidence. And confidence conveys the good life. Again, he wants to, if you want to get a guy to commit, he has to truly believe that his life is better with you in it than without. Okay? So if you have that confidence, he says, okay, well, there's a reason she's this way. I want to be a part of that because everyone loves confidence. Everyone wants to be confident. Hey, I'm gonna like my own. Hey, if you guys haven't liked this channel yet or this video, give me a thumbs up, man. I got 100 some of you watching, but I only got 35 thumbs ups. Come on, man. Thumb up, thumb up, thumb up, thumb up, thumb up. I wish I could. Hey, I want to play some music, but I can't because I get copyrighted and then I get kicked off. I want to play some music, man. Get this party started. Oh, thanks. I know my cam is jiggling. I got a message from someone. My cam's jiggling because I'm always hitting it. So yeah, I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that. It makes me so mad. I gotta get off it. Yeah, Okay, I'm gonna hang off it right here. I know my cam's always jiggling. I'm so sorry. Such a rookie, huh? Such a rookie. If he tries to touch me all the time, is that actually sign that he likes me, or he's just a nice guy and wants to be friends? Depends on where he's touching you. I need more thumbs up. More thumbs up. We got 50 now. 55, 60. Okay. More thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. I want to. Hey, if there's 100 of you in here, there needs to be 100 thumbs up. Don't hate. Show me some love, man. Come on. You say I'm not. I've been on here for an hour and a half answering your questions. Come on now. Give me some love. Give me some love. Every time a guy becomes a part of my life, they ruin it. Hey, I mean, that is what it is. I mean, that is what it is. I don't blame you there. What else? I need more questions, ladies. I need more questions. What music? All types of music. I listen to everything. They say looking young is a good thing, but what is most people assume you're a child when you usually approach 17 years old. What's the best? What do you mean? What's the best way to let people know? Just tell them your age. Whatever. Guys like young, not too young. That's illegal, but they like young. What's up, Majo? I don't know how to pronounce your name, hon. I see it though. What's up? You're so cool for doing this. Thank you, Elizabeth. I love I love the live chats. I love the live chats. Oh, if he's touching your legs or your head or your hands. Oh, girl, he wants it. Girl, that's a sign. He wants it right now. My YouTube app crashed from your thumbs up. Good. That means I'm getting some. That means I'm getting a lot of thumbs up. I'm still not at 100 yet. We're at 81. Some of you aren't putting your thumbs up. Some of you don't care about me. Some of you don't love me. Why does the guy disappear and then he comes back? That's based on convenience. That's what we call, ladies. Ladies, what do we call that in the comments? We call that an orbiter. That is an orbiter. What if you're older? Do you still tell your age? He shouldn't ask your age, but it is what it is. The pedophile jokes get old. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I bet you they do. Yeah, I was just a pain in the butt. Don't you ever shave your beard? Hell no. You all want me? Hey, you all want me to shave my beard? 1, to shave my beard. 2, to keep it. 2, to keep it. 1, to shave it. I want to know. Fiona, do men like women who instigate a kiss? Sometimes. It's not so much she and what do you initiate in terms of like you going for it? Yes and no. Either way, I think a guy's going to be happy. But I think the best thing to do is to let a guy know straight up through the signs, looking in his eyes, closing in, smile. Just like letting him know, hey, it's okay to kiss me, and then uh, it is what it is. Then he happily ever after. I got ones in here. You all want me to shave my? You all know what I look like with a shaved beard? Are you kidding me? Flavia, what's up, girl? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi amiga. What's up, girl? ¿Qué tal? Oh man, I'm hungry, man. Tengo hambre. Yeah, I get. Well, either way, I'm not shaving it, so you all crazy as hell. No, girls, you don't understand what I look like with this shit shaved off. I look like, hey, if I don't look like shit now, I look like shit with my shaved off. Believe me. Oh my god, you do not want to see that. Trust me. VN, thank you. I look sexy either way. That way you haven't seen me with a shaved face. Trust me, I do not look good with a shaved face. Trust me. You know, you what's your name was talking about pedophile jokes. I look like a little kid with a shaved face. Rolla, I'll unsubscribe if you shave. Well, then I won't shave. Don't worry. Hey, we got 89 likes. I'm trying to get 100. I'm trying to get 11 more. Let's keep it going. Iris, hello. What's going on, girl from Norway? Hey, I love Norwegian girls. Scan the poll. It's not a scan the poll. There's no way I'm shaving. It's not. Am I a scammer? I ain't a scammer. There's no way in hell I'm shaving. I was just asking what your opinion was. There's no way in hell I'm shaving this. I might clean it up. Yeah, I will look 5. Red Rose is right. I will look 5. Why don't guys online ever ask a girl out rather than they want to see you? Because I said this earlier, I think. A lot of guys online do not have the intentions on meeting a girl. They just do it to do it. I think 30% of guys have never met a girl online who are online. So yeah, it is what it is. Trim it. I might trim it. I might trim it. Hey, am I a scam? Hey, girls, am I a scam artist with my polls? Valkyrie says I'm a scam artist. I'm not a scam artist, man. Do you think a guy can tell you if you really like him? I don't mean by texting him all the time. Do you think a guy can tell if you really like him? Oh yeah, I think a guy can tell. Oh yeah, guys have a good sensory with that kind of shit. Really good. What does it mean when he doesn't want you bringing your friends with him on the first date? It means he wants some you and him time. Give him that you and him time. Thank you, Flavia. I will never shave. No bueno. No shaving. No, 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 no. I'm not about that life. What do I think about what, Candy? What are you asking? Hold on. Okay, back to my situation. The guy is in a long distance relationship, separate from me, but we see each other at times. Hard to explain. Basically, he is in a relationship. If he's in a relationship with some other girl, he's off limits. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's gonna bite you in the butt, man. I'm happy I answered all your questions. Uh, if a woman, Sabrina asks this, if a woman uh, has her own business, do you think she should keep it on the down low at the beginning so a guy won't feel intimidated? No, never hold that shit back for a guy. If a guy's intimidated by that, that says more about him than you. Okay, if you're up here, just like I said about the slut shaming, if if you have a higher number than the guy, and the guy's like, "Oh, you're a slut, you're this, you're that," that you're not. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to do you, do you. When a guy's dogging on you about it, it's because he's insecure. He doesn't like the fact that you're more experienced, that you're probably better, that you're going to have better than him. Yeah, don't lower your standards for a guy ever, 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 ever. Where do I meet girls? I don't meet girls, man. I don't have any time to meet girls. I've been single for several years. I don't meet girls. I need to meet girls. I don't though. Candy, he's using you, girl. You gotta kick him to the curb. Hey, you gotta get a Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi cures everything. Sailor Moon, 1992. Oh, are you a Sailor Moon fan? I'm a Sailor Moon fan. 92. Dang, you're like what, 20, 25? I fell in love with a guy who was chasing me for months, but I wasn't sure about him at the time. Now we have dates from time to time. And he's very busy with work. The chemistry is very sweet, and now I want to be in a relationship with him. Any advice on how to propose a relationship? How long have you been talking? For months. Just bring it up. At the 6 to 8 week mark, you can bring it up, and whatever he says, he says. I mean, it is what it is. You just bring it up. A guy knows by the 4 week mark if he should date a girl. About six, or I always say about 6 to 8 weeks is when you can bring it up. That's more than enough time to know if you're dating material. More than enough. Roll that because I'm busy, hon. I'm doing all this kind of stuff. Too busy with look for the ladies. What'd she say about assholes? What? Moonlight. I told the guy that I like, or good job. I told the guy I'm seeing I liked his beard, and then he shaved it. The asshole. That's what it is. Yeah, I am. Sailor Moon. What other anime do you like? I'm a huge anime fan. Huge, huge, huge. Of course, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. I grew up back in the day with Toonami. So whenever I watched Dragon Ball Z, there was. Sorry, I know this isn't about Dragon Ball Z, ladies, but before Dragon Ball Z, there was always Sailor Moon on. So I was all about that Sailor Jupiter. That was my girl, man. And Tuxedo Mask. You know about that Tuxedo Mask? Damn, he was slick, man. Sailor Moon wanted that. Hey, Moonlight, you gotta drop him, girl. You gotta drop him. It's easy for me to get the first date. Usually, it's the nice being chatting about most of the guys. So what? Oh, can't be chatting about most. So why most of the guys won't ask for a second date? Because you didn't win them over. I mean, I would say that's it. You just didn't win them over. What if we've been texting for 2 months since we saw each other, and we tried to see each other, but he's always too busy each time. He's playing you. It seems like his life and work is his priority, or his life. Yeah, that is true. If his work is his priority, then it's his priority. I wouldn't put a woman over my work either. But if you're a second or third or fourth or fifth priority, I think you should make time for it. Too. You got to have balance. He's playing you. He's playing the girl. He's playing it, man. He's playing like a violin. Do you believe in the attraction law, the law of attraction? I don't. I do not believe that personally. Do you believe in soulmates? I do not believe in soulmates at all. Elizabeth, Dragon Ball Z, girl, what's up? Full Metal Alchemist, that's good too. I like some Full Metal. My brother's a big fan of Full Metal Alchemist. Brotherhood, yeah. Are you still a personal trainer? I had the knowledge, but I am not certified anymore. My certification ran out in August, and I decided not to redo it because I'm going to go. I'm just going to put more time into this. What was the point? So, how to win a guy over on the first date? Oh shit! Live in the moment, have fun, hang out, limit red flags, show your feminine energy, build sexual tension, don't put out, and you should win them over on the first date. Monica, just the stuff I just said. Elizabeth, no. Is it a good idea to go out with someone you're attracted to, or you're not attracted to, but they're attracted to you? No, then why would you go out with them? That's lowering your standards. Hey, people don't say looks aren't everything. Looks are a big, important thing. I would never date a girl if I wasn't physically attracted to her and emotionally attracted to her. I would never date a girl like that. I just never would. Laser. I told a guy that I loved him, and he also told me he loved me too. Oh, that's not good. But since then he has become very distant. Well, there you go. Fiona, if you want to put out, you can put out. I'm just telling you. I mean, I would put out. Here's the thing. When I say put out, don't feel like it's expected to put out, and he shouldn't expect you to put out. If it happens, it happens, but don't ever expect it. And I personally want to do it because I want to build the sexual tension. I mean, I'd let him make out. I'll make out. Let him put. I wouldn't let a guy make out with me, but I'm just saying, if I was the girl, I would probably, make out and put the hands around the waist, that kind of stuff, and then end it there. Like build it up and let them want more in the second or third. Just kind of build up. I always say put out third date, but you can do it whenever you want. It doesn't really matter. My professor likes me and tries to stop me. Gets insecure when I talk to other guys, but he hasn't asked me out yet. Don't date your professor. Rolla, that's true. I basically summed up my whole YouTube channel with that win a guy over question. That's true. That's all it is. That's very true. Hi, Elliot. Hold on, I got you, girl. Hold on. Lana Kane, 06. Hello, Elliot. What age group are you coaching to? I was ghosted in February, and that was the first time that has ever happened to me. It left me confused because there was no argument. Um, I personally want to start coaching to older, like 30s, 40s, early 50s. That's still a wide gap. And get out of the 20s. But I mean, my advice helps you anybody. It helps the teenager. It helps the 20s. It helps the 30s, 40s, 50s. It helps everybody. But the reason he ghosted you is just because there was no. And it's all about value. If you're not moving up in value, then you're going down. As simple as that. I feel like if a guy's ghosting you, then he just wasn't interested in the first place. Because for something to be so, great, and then it's gone, he just logically for someone to do something like that, he just isn't interested. Like he just isn't interested. There's no reason for a guy to do that all of a sudden, unless another girl's popped in the picture. But I just realized we have 91 likes. I need 100, please. I'm about to cut someone. You don't want to get cut. You don't want to be cut. Porn addiction, a problem or not? Yeah, it's a problem. Oh yeah, it's a problem. I think it is. I'm not saying porn's a bad thing, but don't be addicted. Addiction to anything's a bad thing. So Christine Mendoza. There's a guy I met online from Tinder, but he comes on and off. What do I do? You tell him to get off the effort. If you're not in a relationship, you can't do shit. Okay, can't do shit. If you're dating, call him out on it. If just call him out on it. Why not? Say, hey, why I always see you on Tinder? If you're talking to other girls, that's fine. Just let me know. Blah blah. If it is fine, whatever. Call him out on it. Oh no, listen. Go. Here's the three levels. A guy pulling a their. Okay, someone just asked. Red Rose asked, "How long is ghosting? If it's ghosting?" Here's the three levels. Ghosting is where a guy pulls away and never comes back. That's ghosting, where you never hear the guy again. So a lot of you who say ghosting, he's not ghosting. Orbiter is the second degree. It's where the guy pulls away and then comes back, right? Pulls away for a while. Like he seems like he's ghosting, and then he comes back out of nowhere. That's an orbiter. He orbits around. Pulling away is just the guy who pulls away a little bit and then comes back, but not to the point where you feel like he's ghosting. He's just showing less and less interest. He's showing less and less escalation, movement, progression, moving forward, effort, all those kind of things. So, cha cha cha. Man, girls, we're on this for almost 2 hours, man. We are not joking around. Four more. Hey, four more. I need four more likes. Four more likes. Come on, man. I'm 5'9". Hold on, Audrey. I was wondering if height matters in a relationship. I've been told dating this who's recently. He's cool. Oh, a guy who's shorter than you. Yeah, that's not good. A guy doesn't want to date a girl who's shorter, but a tall girl does. I had this friend that I worked with back in the day. She was tall. She was like 6'1". But God was she beautiful. And God was she awesome. Right? Like everyone liked her. So a guy wants to be taller, but I don't think there's anything wrong with a girl being tall. I don't think a guy who is shorter would want to date a taller girl. We got 100. We got 100. We got 100. We got 100 of those likes. Finally, Hey, I love you too. Te amo. But yeah, so I mean, if height doesn't matter, but a guy doesn't want to date a shorter girl, I think. Boy, I left for lunch and then I came back and you're still here. Cause Remy Martin, I don't play no games. Hey, let me tell you girls something. This is the truth. I'm the only coach out there that keeps it real. I'm the only coach out there who doesn't feed you this foo-foo bullshit, who tells you what you need to hear, not instead of what you want to hear. I don't give you bullshit advice. I don't fluff it up and give you and give you hope when there isn't any. I'm doing this because I love you, ladies. I'm doing this because I care about you. I'm doing this because I love what I'm doing. Okay, so of course I'm here. Of course I'm answering these questions. I'm real as hell. This is why I think This is why I say I'm your favorite. This is why maybe I'm not your favorite. Okay, whatever. But this is why I say I'm the realest coach out there because I mean I don't bullshit you. I don't say well maybe there is a chance. No, if there's not a chance, there's not a chance. My job is to help you get from here to here. Okay, and for you to do that, if the guy doesn't like you, then you need to move on. Like you just can't hold. You can't be an anchor to hold you down. You got to cut him off and move up here to get a guy who is up here. That's just how it is, you know. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, ladies. It is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. I didn't do that. We are forever grateful. Well, I'm very thankful of it. Thank you. No, Tara, just because you're short and he's tall. Wait, hold on. No, that's good. No, don't forget about it. That's awesome. No, Tara, don't forget about it. It's all right. I'm your favorite dating coach. What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott. And as you can see by the title below, we are doing a Q&A. My infamous saying. We love you too. Thanks you for all you do. Thank you. That means a lot to me. It really does, ladies. I love what I do. I really love what I do. It's a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse because it's a pain in the ass trying to get everything. Because like right now, like I'm all over the place with things like making products, guides, branding. Like I want to be taken a little more seriously because I know my advice is really, really good. But like you can't take a guy seriously when he has his thermostat right here, and then he has, I mean, like in his back. I mean, or I'm in my car all the time, or my pictures aren't up to date. Like my short hair and I'm shaved. Like I got to get my shit together. And that's what I'm trying to work on right now, slowly over time. But then get all my information together, my guides. It just takes time. But I love what I do. I know I give good information, and I'm real about it. So it is what it is. You're so cool. I like your voice, Elliot. Thank you. I like your voice. I never heard your voice, but I'm sure it's a nice voice. Well, yeah, Tara, that's what I meant. The guy doesn't want to be shorter. Sorry, my bad. Then he stopped flirting and seems to be more shy. I don't. That's Jack. If that's the case, then I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Like if a guy's being flirtatious and then he's being shy, you don't reverse that. Like, you can't reverse that. Maybe something's up. I don't know. That's fishy. I don't know. I don't talk about feminine guys because feminine guys. I don't want to get into it politically, but they're feminine for a reason. You know, feminine. I used to be a feminine guy, right? I used to be real soft and real emotional, and this. And it came from a place of insecurity. So I feel like a lot of insecure guys are the guys who are the soft guys, the nice guy finished last. I'm gonna throw my coat down so you can walk over this puddle instead of just walking around it. Like I'm gonna be your emotional rock, and hopefully, you end up leaving this guy that you talk to me about about all your problems with, and you end up dating me because you realize I'm the good guy for you. Nah, get that shit out of here. If that's what you talk about, the feminine guy, that guy's just a soft little bitch. That guy's a little fucking bitch. Uh, Golden Pig. Oh, I like that name, Golden Pig. Uh, do you do live streams often? I'm thinking about doing them a little more often. Hey, hold on, Flavia, you still in here, girl? I'm thinking about doing them a little more often. I'm going to do them every Friday for sure. Okay, every Friday for sure. Mondays I'm going to do a normal video. Wednesdays I'm going to do an Ask Elliot, and like the Fridays I'll do this. But I might do these more depending on how bad you guys want them. Oh yeah, CYN 865. Yeah, guys like long legs. Guys like legs. Skin. Again, it's the visual. It's going up that long leg. Ooh, girl, what's up? I mean, it's all about that. What do you mean, Deanna? I didn't miss anybody home. Sabrina, I disagree with you on that. Well, when I say nice guys finish last, here's the thing: nice guy. No, I mean, if you're a nice guy, I mean, I'm not saying you should treat a woman like shit. You should treat her well. But you have to have the masculine energy, the prowess, the confidence, the security. You have to take lead. You have to just be a man, right? You can still be a nice guy and be all those kind of things. But usually when people say the term nice guy, they're talking about the little bitch guy who's too soft, who doesn't stand up for anything, who's like, no, don't leave me. Sorry, I'll do anything. I love you. No, like that. Like there's a soft little ass guy who has no backbone. No one wants to date that guy. Like, come on, man. Oh, that's true, Sailor Moon. Starting and finishing this week with my videos. It's very true. But what if he's Audrey asked? But what if he's one who asked me on a date? Does it mean he's interested in dating me even though I'm taller? Yeah, I'll say he is. I'll say he wants that girl. You look so cool. She said, I don't have long legs. I'm barely 5 feet. Hey, that's okay. The girl who broke my heart, she didn't have long legs either. But I was in love with her. She had a booty though. Bite that. Sorry, that's inappropriate. Fiona, so many girls go for bad boys. But I'm not even talking about bad boys though. I'm just talking about a man. Like a man. Like I'm telling you, if I could be that man who I want to be the guy who throws the woman over my fucking shoulder, and throw her on the bed, and just ravish her if she lets me, of course. I want to be the guy who cuts the damn wood. Maybe I have that I know I have that superficial stereotype of a man. Like I want to cut down some damn wood, throw it in a fireplace, and keep that bitch warm. Like that's what I want to do. Like I like that, and I like a woman who's very accepting of that. Now, if she wants to be an entrepreneur and be a strong woman, very, very independent, that's fine. But when with me, I like the feminine, masculine energy. That's just how I am. Yes, Sabrina, I agree with you. A man who's very strong and manly, he's very attentive and caring towards his woman. That's a good man. That's a strong man. That's exactly right, Elvis Dream. A girl sorry, a man who makes a woman feel protective is even if she doesn't need a man, it's like why not let him do it? Like a man who lets a woman feel, or a woman who lets a man feel very protective of her. Not jealousy, but just protective. Like she feels protected around him. Like I know girls like a lot of bigger guys, not like muscle wise, just like bigger guys, like 6'3", because long arms. When they hug, when that guy hugs her, she feels like it's a big old bear, like he's just a big masculine man and stuff like that. And I mean that's the greatest. But it is what it is. Someone quoting the Hodge twins in here. Oh, oh man, deep those sugar walls. Who knows the Hodge twins in here? I love them, man. Those sugar walls, mushroom tip. Oh, I shouldn't be talking about this stuff in my video, but they are funny as hell. Yo, they are so funny. I love the Hodge twins. Shout out Hodge twins, man. Fiona, I'm single because well, hold on. Fiona, I'm sorry, I was reading something else. Fiona, I'm single just because I'm too busy doing other things. I don't feel like I'm ready for a relationship. And Brianna, I do Skype sessions now, but it's always 24 hours in advance. So if you were to make it now, it would have to be tomorrow. How to know if a guy is really busy? Because you are a busy man, and at the beginning you might not really be into the girl. So how can you win a busy man over? You, same thing I teach in all my videos. If just hang out, have fun, be in the moment, feminine energy, build the value. All that kind of stuff I'm repeating over time. If you win him over, even though he's busy, if you win him over in that time, he's going to want to see you again. He's still busy, but he's going to want to see you again. It's as simple as that. Elizabeth, do men take women for granted? Why do they think they belong to? Yes, men take women. Uh, yeah, guys take women for granted all the time. Just like women take guys for granted too. You know, eh, girls are just as bad, if not worse, than men about this stuff. Trust me, I'm a dating coach. I want to make a book so bad called The Dark Side of Dating, where I just take my stories. Now, of course, I would never spill my clients' information ever, ever, ever. I would change the name, the dates, the times, the locations, everything, even the story a little bit, just to have the same premise. I really want to make a story so you can see the dark side of dating from both sides. So you can see how both sides really are. Women take guys for granted too, all the time. I know so many guys who are like, oh, like my ex back in the day. I liked her so much, and I know for a fact, and I know she knew this too, that I would treat her better than any other guy. But I was a little bitch. I was a little bitch though, so I wouldn't date me either. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Your advice is written on my phone. What advice is that? What advice is that over stream? Yep, see. Oh, hey, Rennie Martin jinx. She jinxed me. She jinxed me. When can you tell your ex you can't be friends with them when they keep reaching out? Hey, don't be friends with your ex unless you find somebody else. You're just gonna hold on to hope. I mean, no, get that shit out of here. I'm not about that life. No, I'm not about that life. So, uh, what's the easiest way to get over Kathleen? What's the easiest way to get over a long distance relationship? Emotional, 5 years never met. That is a insecurity issue. That's something I know how that is. I had a client come to me one time with that exact same problem. She met a guy online. I don't know if she met the guy online. Probably. She met the guy online. They talked for 4 or 5 years. They never met, but she was obsessed with him, right? And a lot of people might laugh at that or think that's a joke, but I mean that's a much deeper psychological issue, like why someone's like that. That's something I can't personally help you with. I do know it comes from insecurities, and a lack of scarcity, or a scarcity of men, a lack of men in your life, and a lack of confidence. So that's where it's probably coming from. That's just something out of my field. Batman Robin, love it. When he says I'm not going anywhere, or does that mean he is serious? No, he needs to commit then. Say, okay, well, put a ring on it, bitch. Don't say that. But tell him to put a ring on it. Tell him to get serious then. I'm not saying ask him. It is what it is. Okay. Okay, ladies. We've been on for 2 hours. It's time for me to go. This is a 2 hour stream. 2 hours. Okay. We'll do these again sometime. I love doing them. Hopefully, I get my damn thing to stop shaking. That's my fault. But it is what it is. So if you liked this, please subscribe. Love me forever. Click the link below or click the like button. Get my value guide. Get a phone session with me. I love to hear from you, ladies. I love you. Take care and peace.